Hey there, in this tutorial we are going to talk about databases, documents and collection of MongoDB. I'll show you how the database works and what are the collections, how to work with each of the database and respective fields in this tutorial, and also we will take a look at some of the basic concepts related to the documents and collections. As you can see, I'm using Mongo Quiet here because it is showing some startup warnings. I'm using 32-bit version of MongoDB, and that is one reason it is showing me some of the startup warnings over there. So let's see how many databases I have. I have bookmarks, job card and local database. MongoDB has its own database called DB, where all these databases are stored, and when we are going to make a query, then we are just using db.name of these databases and then our query or say method to manipulate a particular row or key value pair along with object ID. If I want to use, let's say, job card, let's type use job card. Now we have switched to database job card. Now if I want to say check a particular key value pair, then all I have to do is type db.jobcard.find. One thing to note about this is that if you type db.jobcard.find and type semicolon, then also it shows the same result. It's up to you to either use a semicolon or not to use it. Now let's see what are the collections. Collections basically are the place where you store number of documents, as in pure key value pairs, and those key value pairs are connected within themselves. For example, let's say we have a job card here where we are using name with the domain where the person is working. We can use the name field, and then inside that we can create another collection and collect personal data of this person. Also, domain can have its own collection. We can get in-depth collection over there. It is possible to have like nested form of collection there. Now when we're making connections, you have to see that you can't use $sign or most of the symbols or special characters while creating that collection name. It also has restrictions in terms of characters. You cannot have too many characters over there, and you can see that the collections needs to use some of the valid names. You are not going to use the names which are already defined by MongoDB. It can contain numbers, but you cannot use existing names and names which are not valid as per MongoDB specifications. All the information of our database is stored in this collection. Each of these collection is identified by _ID field. if you want to access this set of collection and the key value pairs in this collection, then you have to tell MongoDB about this object ID if you want to modify it. Also, you have to check if underscore ID field is not using the same collection, otherwise you are going to get confused when you are trying to modify the data in one ID field and then using that in some other reference. So when you are inside the program, make sure that you are not passing the same collection data to different underscore ID, right? So you are not duplicating the data. Save yourself some time and avoid using same data in multiple collections. And that's it for now. We will see more about MongoDB in our other tutorials.